Bill Gates owns more land than all of the entire city of New York. The vast majority of the land held by the largest private landowners are forests, ranches, and farmlands, located in states west of the Mississippi River, with few exceptions like Maine and Florida.
Land is critical, and it's the center of how we survive.
So why are the ultra-wealthy investing in farmland? And what impact will it have on the agricultural industry?
Okay, my friends, let's take a closer look together. Welcome to Veracity. I'm your host, Michael Lewis. As we focus on our everyday life, the U.S. farmland that takes care of our food security needs is being wiped out behind our back. According to the Agriculture Department, the Chinese Communist Party owns around a massive 192,000 acres of U.S. agricultural land, and the controversial Bill Gates, on the other hand, now owns 242,000 acres of U.S. farmland. Being the fourth richest person in the world, Gates has also become the biggest private farmland owner in the U.S. across 18 states. And after his recent purchase of 2,000 acres in North Dakota, Bill Gates has grabbed the attention of U.S. officials. But why are we talking about Bill Gates? If he owns more U.S. farmland than CCP, it could provide food security to the U.S. citizens in case of emergency, right? Well, it turns out Gates has something else in mind as he becomes more friendly towards the CCP. In 2002, the infamous Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation gave $100,000 to the China Academy of Health Policy in Beijing, while American citizens were still struggling to find much-needed health care. And since then, the same foundation has given $377.6 million through 271 grants to the CCP. Also, let me bring this to your attention. Back in February, the CCP leader Xi Jinping wrote a personal letter to Bill Gates for helping the world in battling coronavirus, while Beijing blocked the WHO officials from investigating the origins of the same virus in their country.
The world wants the Wuhan laboratory to be investigated, but China won't allow it. Today, China rejected the demand to investigate the Wuhan Institute of Virology, the same Wuhan lab that is at the center of the entire debate.
So when Bill Gates comes into the picture, the government, as well as the citizens, must remember that something bigger is happening behind the scene. The same issue was raised by North Dakota's Attorney General, Drew Wrigley, after he issued a notice to Red River Trust, which is owned by Gates, to clarify if these 2,000 acres purchased is confirming with the state regulations or its exceptions. And if they are failing to comply, then too much U.S. farmland owned by private companies is not only banned by the government, but also results in a fine of $100,000. However, the inquiry was soon closed after Vogel Law Firm, which represents Red River Trust, told the Attorney General office that they have complied with the state regulations by leasing the purchased land to Campbell Farms for farming. Gary Hubble, a real estate broker in Colorado, said that there is a lot of resentment and resistance to Gates acquisitions. Not to say that we don't appreciate people who amass large holdings, because it's an integral part of our business. But they are no longer really a part of the community. And it seems that Bill Gates has goals that are contrary to many of the established practices and traditions of those communities. State's Agriculture Commissioner Doug Goring also argued, "I've gotten a big earful on this from clear across the state. It's not even from that neighborhood. Those people are upset, but there are others that are just livid about this."
And State Representative Crystal Matthews is under fire tonight after a recorded phone call with a Greenville County inmate was released.
Struggle to raise money for my campaign? Where the is my black people with money? I don't care about no dope money. Give me that dope boy money. Where the is dope? Where the duffel bag boys? Find you somebody in your family that don't even know you donating to my campaign and put that under their name. We ain't gotta make a bunch of noise about it. We ain't gotta go live about it. Just don't say just like when somebody drop money and you pick it up. You pick that up and keep walking.
We need people to run as Republican in these local elections. When we get enough for us in there, we can wreak havoc for real from the inside out. These words are expressed by South Carolina State Representative Crystal Matthews after she was red-handedly caught in a recording talking to a serious offender in prison. Project Veritas, the watchdog organization that managed to grab this recording, discovered that Matthews was planning to destroy the Republican Party by getting loyal Democrats to run as Republicans. And to fulfill this mission, she not only collaborated with David Solomon Ballard, who is an inmate in Perry Correctional Institution, but also requested drug money from Ballard to fund her campaign. Surprisingly, her plan seems to have worked without facing any action from the election officials. Because after participating in the June 28th Democratic U.S. Senate primary in South Carolina, Matthews became victorious without any suspicion of her evil plans. With a long record of arrest against him, David Solomon Ballard is currently undergoing a 4-year term for threatening the life of Aiken County Sheriff Mike Hunt and his family. While he was in custody, Ballard also heavily assaulted a state law enforcement division agent. Because of this, he is undergoing a 10-year sentence for resisting arrest and assaulting an officer. During the phone call, Matthews clearly said to Ballard, "We need some secret sleepers. Like, we need them to run as the other side, even though they are for our side, and we need them to win." As Ballard agreed with Matthews, she also stated that she does not care if her campaign money is raised through dope money. She said, "Give me that dope boy money." She also requested Ballard to gather people during the night that can take down yard signs when people are sleeping. Now, according to Title 52 of the U.S. Code 2051, if a candidate wins the election by willfully defrauding the residents of the state, he or she is subject to 5 years in prison. However, despite all the consequences, Matthews is enjoying her win with a deceitful smile on her face. Here's the complete recording for you to listen to.
We need some secret sleepers. Like, we need them to run as the other side, even though they for our side. And we need them to win. Right. We need people to run as Republicans in these local elections. And this is the only way you're going to change the dynamics in South Carolina. We can battle them in public all day. As long as we know we're working for the same goal, for me, I feel like, y'all, we need sleepers. When we get enough of us in there, we can wreak havoc for real from the inside out. Then we can flip some from the inside out. We got to take back some of these seats, especially in these local elections. We need a group of sleepers. And I still got to struggle to raise money for my campaign. Where the is my black people with money? I don't care about no dope money. Give me that dope boy money. Where the duffel bag boys? Find you somebody in your family that don't even know you donating to my campaign and put that under their name. Honestly, these ain't the same type of black people that I grew up around. I don't recognize these black men. So I don't black because I don't understand the type of black that they are. Now, can I talk intelligently? I can move in all kind of circles, but I love black people. I feel safest around my people. I'm very much in a lot of ways, but I know how to turn it off and turn it on. You know, I know how to be in certain spaces. You know, you got to be able to turn it off and turn it on. We need some folks that can wear all black at night and take their yard signs down when they sleeping. We ain't got to make a bunch of noise about it. We ain't gotta go live about it. Just don't say just like when somebody drop money and you pick it up. You pick that up and keep walking.
Newly retrieved voicemails from Hunter Biden's infamous laptop show Joe Biden called his son back in 2018 to discuss Hunter's business interests in China.
I've never spoken to my son about his overseas business. I have never discussed with my son or my brother or anyone else anything having to do with their businesses, period.
Do you stand by your statement that you did not discuss any of your son's overseas business dealings with him?
Yes, I stand by that statement.
As Crystal Matthews' recording shocked the entire nation, wait till you hear this leaked recording of President Biden, who on December 12, 2018, immediately called Hunter Biden after a New York Times article discovered Hunter's deep ties with the Chinese oil giant, Yang Jiaming. I know his voice is not that clear, but please allow me to tell you clearly what he said. "Hey pal, it's Dad. It's 8:15 on Wednesday night. If you get a chance, just give me a call. Nothing urgent. I just wanted to talk to you. I thought the article released online, it's going to be printed tomorrow in the Times, was good. I think you are clear. And anyways, if you get a chance, give me a call. I love you." Now, there are two massive implications from this leaked recording. One, it openly shows that Biden was always aware of Hunter's dealings with the Chinese billionaire, which he constantly denied to the media by accusing former President Trump of plotting it. And two, the controversial sentence he said in the recording, "I think you are clear," blatantly shows that Biden was not only aware of Hunter's illegal dealings, but was also saving him from not falling under the FBI's radar. Now, with respect to the recovery of the significant voicemail, it was pulled out by the New York Times from the old iPhone backup stored on the abandoned laptop of Hunter Biden. Furthermore, in 2017, when Xi Jinping's top aide, Patrick Ho, was arrested by the FBI for corruption and bribery, he directly called Hunter Biden's brother, James Biden. Why, you ask? Because James Biden later confirmed to the New York Times that Patrick Ho wanted to talk to Hunter Biden.
A federal jury has convicted prominent Hong Kong businessman Dr. Chi Ping Patrick Ho of 7 of 8 counts. He was convicted of violating the Foreign Corrupt Practices Act on several counts. He was convicted of conspiracy, and he was also convicted of money laundering.
But why would Xi Jinping's top aide call Hunter Biden? And how did he get James Biden's number? Simple. The ladder goes all the way up to Joe Biden, and he was hoping Joe Biden could save him just like he saved his son Hunter Biden. Not to forget, in order to release Ho from the FBI's custody, Xi Jinping, whom Hunter Biden once called the spy chief of China, also paid around $1 million to Hunter Biden just to find a US-based attorney for Ho. $1 million only for finding an attorney? Thankfully, after hearing this recording, Representative Jody Hice wrote on Twitter, "Even big tech can't ignore President Biden's Hunter problem anymore. It's time for a hearing."
What makes us human? Where do we come from? Ever since Darwin put forward the idea that we evolved from apes, scientists have wondered about those first creatures that left the ape world and crossed into ours.
Homo sapiens have existed for over 300,000 years. Countless other species of humans have existed before and after us. Some of these strange creatures were more ape than man. Others lived around the world millions of years before we did. They were our ancestors, and they still live within us today.
Okay, let's talk about something different and interesting. Hominin is a term that refers to the member of the hominin zoological tribe, of which only one species exists today, which is the Homo sapiens, or what we know as human beings. However, after studying deeply the fossils of early human ancestors that were found in a cave in South Africa, it turns out a different species of human beings already existed much before the time of human beings, or Homo sapiens. Fossils from the Sterkfontein cave, which belonged to the Australopithecus kind of being, were first thought to be 2 to 2.6 million years old by using decades-old techniques of studying the calcite flowstone deposits. But when the researchers studied the rare minerals of the fossils through radioactive decay, the result turned out to be much earlier than the current period. According to the proceedings of the National Academy of Science, Australopithecus fossils are now found to be 3.4 to 3.6 million years old. So the new discovery raises an enormous debate about the origin or the evolution of humans, because Homo sapiens, or human beings, date back to 2 to 2.8 million years. And if there were other species of humans that existed before that period, then a lot of secrets about Earth or how we survived could be revealed. Daryl Granger, a leading author of this discovery from the Purdue University in the United States, said, "The discovery will undoubtedly reignite the debate over the diverse characteristics of Australopithecus at Sterkfontein and whether there could have been South African ancestors to later hominins." Thank you all for spending time with me. Now don't forget to watch this video right up here for me, and then join me tomorrow at the same time, and we'll discuss more truths happening in America. Have a good evening. I'll see you next time.